Hey, everybody. Welcome. We got Ray in the background. Ray, whenever you're ready, I see you. So I'm going to put you on right now. But first, let me say hello to everybody. Thanks for joining me. We got a good amount of people. Fighty at Heart, Zinger Girl Lay, Shell, Hippie Easta, Just Julie, It Ain't That, Shelly Ray, Carrie Pie, JB0617, Caspian, Amber R, Mothball, Joya, hello. Old Darling, what's up? We have Katrina C, Cool Country Gal, Philly Girl, Amber R, One Small Moose, Oceana Song, Raggedy Ass Pixie, Natural Ginger, welcome. Sorry Not Sorry, Hey It's Just Ray, Amber R, Patricia Davenport, what's up? How are you doing? Can somebody explain to Patricia how to come on with her phone? since I'm the host, I don't have to do the process, but it asks you to select what camera you want to use as well as what mic, right? So if somebody could kindly please tell Patricia D, she's been inquiring. Thank you, Katrina C, Lisa B, hi there, Blissed Off, Omiyami, Gal Charlotte, Kelly Wade, Fresh Flowers, Trippin, Leany Bow, Mothball, Grandma Smurf, Blissed Off, Christy Girl Adventures, and everybody else. We're gonna put Ray Ray on. Hey Ray Ray, you're live. What's up?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
How are you?
I'm good.
I was just watching your DLF stream. That's always a fun time. No,
Indeed.
it was actually I felt like it was good to kind of get a break from Chantel and all that. So
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure. Nice to see you. We're gonna put Hippie Easter on as well. Hippie Easter is in the background, putting you on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hippie Easter, you're on. What's up?
Hey,
hi.
happy Mother's Day to everybody in the UK.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, I didn't.
Yes.
I'm
Happy
in
Mother's Day.
Texas, but it's Mother's Day in the UK. So I know we got
Happy
moms
Mother's
out
Day.
there, and all moms are appreciated. Ray,
Definitely.
I just love your look.
Thank you. I try to my iPad the way the camera is. I try to get in the frame, but it's so weird
Oh,
where
I
it's
know, mine
angled.
is too. I've got to, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just love your look.
Natural Ginger, you're live.
Hello.
Hey.
What's
Hey,
up?
Ginger.
Hello. Hi. I am just a bit all asked about face today because the clocks went forward as well. So I'm all weirded out. But okay.
Okay, now that's just not fair. The clock's moving and Mother's Day. That's not a Mother's Day present. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's okay.
All right, shout outs to whoever did my thumbnail. That's Jericho D. Once again, check out Jericho D's channel. He's been doing my thumbnails for quite some time now, and yeah, they're brilliant, right? But yeah, just wanted to give credit where credit's due. We'll put the link to Jericho D's channel in the chat. So what can we say? Like, where is she? Where do you guys think Foodie Beauty is at this moment? Because some people think she's in jail, some people think she's in the ER, some people think she's at the trap house.
I personally don't think at this time that she's at the ER. I feel like, personally, because at first I was like, yeah, that seems plausible.
Oh, Ray Ray.
Sorry.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, we
In
lost
the
Ray
ER.
Ray. We can't hear you.
We
Okay,
can't
we can
hear
hear you now.
you.
Can you speak again, Ray Ray?
Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can
Yes.
hear you now.
Okay. Sorry, somebody called and it's like linked to my phone. But yeah, at first I thought that that was completely plausible that she was in the ER. But now I don't think so because with Chantal, we've learned that if she was in the ER, she would have went on by now. She would have showed some kind of proof. Nuts, can you pause this? Some kind of proof that she was had gone. Now whether or not she's building up some kind of story, and then maybe we'll go to the ER. But I feel like right now that she's not there. She could be with Nader. That I feel like that's plausible, but I don't feel like at this time she's at the ER. So that's how I feel on that subject.
Yeah,
Okay, I
you
can
don't think
respect
she's
that.
ER? Yeah, I completely agree. I don't know where she is. It's gone over 24 hours now, isn't it, Monty? It's
Yeah, we last time we saw her was Friday night, and that is about it.
it's longer than that.
Yeah.
But
She's
what if
she's
Yeah, it's
with
been a
Nada.
minute.
She's with Nada.
what if she's
'Cause
really,
this-
really, really sick and she
I
can't
mean-
come on?
That was the other thing that I thought too. That unless she really is truly sick and something happened, then that's plausible. Because with Chantel, she's got so many issues that you never know. So yeah, that is a possibility. Unless she's truly, which I mean, I don't wish upon her, of course. But yeah, unless she just couldn't go on because she was so sick. Yeah.
We shall see. Okay, I didn't
What
know it
does
was
chat
Mother's
say?
Day.
I'm going to read chats. What do you think, chat? Where is she?
True. I was gonna say I'm gonna be right back. I didn't know it was Mother's Day, so maybe I'll give an impromptu prize, but I'll show off the prize first before I give it away. So give me a second. Let me boot myself, then I'll bring myself back.
It's okay. We'll
Uh,
hold the
yeah,
fort.
hold the fort.
Okay. Right, let's look at the chat. I want to read chat and see what you're all thinking. Do, do, do. With BB, so not even famous as BB. Early flight to Cuba. Yeah,
The whole
bender with Stabby, like that.
the whole BB thing for me, I feel like people kind of go too far with that. Like I honestly don't think she's seen BB since the last time she
No.
went to go get something.
I
So
don't.
I doubt that's.
Amen.
I think
Okay,
cheese
I can't
coma,
get this.
very good. The
I
trap.
can't get this situated.
Grebo thinks it's with McStabby. She's hiding, stuck in the bathtub. Like that idea. Old darling thinks it's Nadie. She's at the trap. She could be dope sick. Yes, Pete's little brony collection. She could be. Yeah. Setting up the green screen for Cuba bees. I like that one.
That is very good. That's very good. Yeah.
Yeah. She could be with Pete's. No, she's not. I don't think she's new toy, but she could be in a tryst with. Is it Jose? Yeah.
Now,
I don't know why.
I'm moving more towards that she's doing some kind of, because she said something about putting up some OnlyFans a prawn for next week, and it's got to be filmed sometime somewhere.
You're right. Yeah, that could be it. Stuck at the
Yeah, I can see that.
outhouse. Doing prawn with the imaginary Jose. Yes, Lisa.
But do you think she would be that busy that she can't even like come on or like post something?
She might be stuck or chained up. I don't know. What do you think, Monty?
Anything can happen is all I'm gonna say at this moment. So I would not be surprised if she's doing prawn for OnlyFans. I'm hearing now Andy and Sanj, or was it Sanj and Andy, is now gonna do OnlyFans. Word on the street is that they're doing that. But what I can say is that one spicy disaster does need your help. So I'm gonna post her PayPal in the chat. So if you want to donate something to her, if you didn't know, her house burnt down last week. So unfortunately, she did lose two cats. I believe she saved the third. So if you want to donate, the link is there. Also, I didn't know it was Mother's Day in the UK, so let me give away this. So I have this. It has Foodie Beauty's colors. What is this? Like a
Ham.
yeah, like a kind of hammy color. So if you want to win this specific double zipper wristlet, then all you got to do is after this live stream, leave a comment and a winner will be chosen randomly for this. So check out the color. If you like this color, this is very impromptu. I will send it to you, a one lucky winner for Mother's Day for the UK.
Oh, you're so generous, sweetheart.
Yep. I'll keep posting the link for One Spicy Disaster as well, because not a lot of people know about the unfortunate circumstance she just went through like a week ago. But I'll try and help out as much as possible, get the word out there, and hopefully she's doing okay. She did tell me that she is at her aunt's, I believe. So she's okay for now, but it's still a lot, especially when something that traumatic happens to you. So we're all here for her.
Can't imagine. And prayers, thoughts, wishes, whatever. Got to hold each other up.
Yeah. So we've had a lot of good ideas about what she could be doing, Monty, from the chat. They've all been very good, very plausible.
I see. Well, I guess did people want to do a vote, or do you think what were the choices?
Doing prawn with Jose at the trap. What was the other one? At the trap.
You're live,
At
Alan
the
Dreamer.
Star.
At the
ER.
Okay, got it. So ER visit, prawn at the trap. What about an option with Natty Daddy? Was that available?
That's exactly where she is.
Okay. All right, we'll
They
put that
be
as an
they
option.
be shopping, they be shopping, spending out that payday money. She's got to show off to him. Look what I can do. Look what I can do. Can
Okay.
Dee Dee do this? No, Dee Dee can't do that. Yeah. and she's monetized again. So and I'm not sure if he can travel out of the country or not just yet. I'm not sure what his
She can't.
he can't. So,
Yeah.
it's really weird to not hear from her because I mean, she can't seem to even go to the bathroom without asking her chat if she can. So I don't know what's up with that.
Right.
Jericho.
Yeah, that's kind of why
Mhm.
it's bringing me back to the whole Natter thing, because that's the only time lately, at least, that she hasn't really been on like that, is when she's with Natter and doesn't want people
Yep,
to
when she's
know.
up to no good in the hood.
Yeah.
That's right. If there's something have happened to her cats or Pete
We'd know.
or
We'd know.
herself,
We'd
she would
know.
be telling us. Yes. Yeah. We
Monty,
know her well.
So
know
she
her
hasn't
well.
been on any of her 5 million platforms to our knowledge.
No.
She's been active, I think, yesterday on Twitter. I haven't checked today. So that also tells me what's up, right? Because whenever she doesn't want to go live at a place that she really doesn't want us to know where she is at, she always uses her other platforms, right?
Yeah.
So about 22 hours ago, saw her tweet, "My live is delayed. See you as soon as I can, XO." That was 22 hours ago.
I hope she's hanging her head in shame for comparing herself to people with learning or physical disabilities and the whole train thing, which was disgraceful, wasn't it? Coming
Did
up
you
with
say the word
that.
shame? That she doesn't
Yeah.
know that word.
doesn't understand.
Well,
No.
I hope
no
somebody's pointed it
comprehende.
out to her. I hope plenty of people have pointed it out to her. People that
Plenty-
she
but,
values.
yeah, people have pointed out, everyone in her life, virtual or real, has been pointing out things to her all her life. And the minute it's pointed out to her, she does the opposite. So
Okay, Mothball, where did she comment?
That's what I want to know. Where did she comment?
Yeah, Mothball says she commented 5 minutes
5
ago.
minutes
But I don't
ago.
know
Yeah.
where.
Oh, Mothball says now 1 hour ago. Sorry. On which
Well,
platform?
still.
Was it YouTube? Was it Instagram? Was it Twitter?
Under her recent video.
Oh,
Or her
okay, 1 hour
YouTube
ago.
video.
I
Her
see.
YouTube video.
So natural is that Natural Ginger? Are you in the UK?
Yes.
Or do you just sound like you are kidding? Is it Mother's Day in all of Europe, or is it just the UK day?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I know it's
Because
just
I know,
here.
like, for North America and for us in the Caribbean, those who celebrate it, it's in May. So I
Yeah.
wasn't sure if the UK is just today or if it's most of Europe countries that do celebrate it. And yeah, we know every day is Mother's Day, but it's sure nice to have that special day.
Look
Yeah.
at that
Oh
baby.
my gosh, Ray, look at that cat.
Look at that
Yeah, it's
baby.
one of
I'm
the 3
trying
siblings.
to pet it. I can't figure out where to put my hand, but I'm trying to pet the kitty.
Yeah, this is Hazel. Yeah, this is Hazel.
Okay, Monty, the other response that you need to put in is she's physically stuck in a trying on room at Pennington's. That's just my laugh for the day.
Okay, that was the wrong time for me to try to take a sip of my drink.
I think I know where she is. If she's not there, I'll be surprised.
You mean
Well, Monty, based on your thumbnail there of the airplane layout plan, I mean, getting to Cuba for on a 4-day journey will end up being on a 4-hour journey will end up being almost an 8-hour journey because you have to get to airport at a certain time, then all the drive time and plus the flight time. So if she did leave today for some reason, if she did leave today by some miracle, um, she's going to be out of it for a couple days probably.
Yeah, but did she leave though? Did she
Yeah,
realize what we
correct. Yeah.
thought yesterday that her flight was actually yesterday and not today? I don't know.
Oh,
I think,
what?
Oh yeah.
And then she would
yeah.
plus. I don't think she needs. I was trying to check to see if Canadians need. I don't think travelers need to do a PCR and antigen test to get in, but she'll need to do one. And can't remember how it goes. I don't think she'll need to do one when she leaves, but she might need to do one to get in. So she would not even have made that 24-hour threshold.
I honestly, if she is going, I don't think she planned fully enough for everything. And say she were to go and get to the airport or whatever, something would be off. She wouldn't have at least one thing that she needs because she didn't fully research and she's going off of what her chat's saying. And so.
So what about Pete? Has her most loyal supporter said anything?
I don't think so.
Mm.
Well, he's like, as far as her going, he's been saying she's going, but as far as her being like MIA, I don't think he said.
He's lied for her so many times.
Yeah, exactly.
But I haven't even seen him go live. Have y'all seen him go live?
I don't subscribe to him, but as far as I know, he hasn't gone live.
Desiree thinks that Foodie is helping Nada move to Montreal.
Yeah, that was another
That's
thing.
highly possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good thinking, Desiree.
I think that is very logical. Also, Pete's was playing Boyfriend Dungeon stream 19 hours ago. So that's what he was doing.
Somebody was saying that I only saw one person. It was like in a comment was saying that it looked like the car that they were in that was supposed to be like a taxi or whatever looked like the back of Chantel's car. But weren't they talking to a guy? Like, I could have swore I heard somebody with an accent that they were talking.
Yeah, they were talking to a guy.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, right. I remember seeing that comment too.
Okay.
But it didn't make sense because like she was live around the same time they were live. Something was off about it. But I mean, could she really be that creative and deceiving as she could be to actually be setting up the so-called Cuba trip to be the Montreal trip, sneaking off with him and then disappearing for a couple of days? No, she wouldn't do that, would she?
I'm gonna say that's possible, to be honest with you. Because
well, I'm glad you didn't laugh that one off like you laughed at my cocaine in the hair.
Absolutely. I was thinking about it quietly, and all these different possibilities, and it could be anything, Island Dreamer. It really could. But I do like the one about her helping them move. That's cool.
But that theory though,
but then,
about her being in Montreal or whatever, that does make sense because everybody's saying in Cuba the internet isn't very good and like your data reception and stuff. So if she were to be gone like offline for a few days or whatever, then she'd be like, oh well, in Cuba their internet's not that great. Everybody's been saying that, and so it would make sense for her not to go live during that time. So that really does make sense.
So she could like come back with like, I went to Montreal to board my flight and XYZ. So I decided to stay in Montreal for a couple of days and I wasn't able to, I left my phone. I didn't have my charger. Excuse. And then a couple of days later, we'll hear, guys, I wasn't really lying. I just changed my mind.
But y'all, she's not
amazing.
Making money. If she's not on, she's not making money. And she loves money. So
good point.
That's the thing that to me is the only thing that brings me back to reality, that maybe it's something that we don't want to really think about.
Maybe she doesn't need money right now. She's not a planner, and maybe she's been lying all along anyway. Because first of all, I don't think she was paying for that trip. I'm pretty sure she weeped,
Oh,
and if she's going, she weeped and moaned her way onto the trip with her family. Like, oh my gosh, look how much I do for you guys. You can take me to Cuba, make them waste their money, then cancel. Because she don't care. Everybody's disposable to her.
right. But I'm just saying that it's just really strange that she's such a hug boxer and such a person who needs that feedback, that love, or hate, or what, I don't even know what she gets off on. But there's something she gets off on from her channels that I just can't believe she's not on. I this is the longest ever. So I'm just, that's just my 2 cents. 2 cents.
Oh, that's a whole dollar's worth, sis. That's a whole dollar. But what I'm trying to figure out is, if what was my question? Never mind. It'll come back to me.
All right. Jarella is saying Hippie Easter volume is too low. I think your volume is okay, Hippie. Can you maybe turn it up a little bit? All right. Gregory was saying this is classic Chantel. She has consistently disappeared from her streams for many months. I don't know. She loves the streaming though. I don't think she's gonna stop streaming. Streaming is easy. All she does is stand and go like this. Yeah, guys.
Okay, I
You
remember
wanna
now. So,
please? You wanna
yeah.
please, guys?
You want a bamba? Anyway, what is there a possibility that she is doing streaming somewhere where we cannot see her, even though like she hardly makes money when she does things private anyway? So, but then somebody would leak it because she has a whole pile of so-called haters in her group anyway.
Oh
So yeah,
yeah, and
I
the
guess I just
Vimeo
answered my
stuff.
own question.
She was supposed to set up the Vimeo stuff, so I'm not sure what's happened. Okay, so Greg Goob was clarifying for the last few months she's periodically just disappeared for a day or two. That's very true. And usually it's because of a natter situation is why she's gone. So it's highly likely that's why she's gone again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why it keeps bringing me back to Nader, because even the times where she hasn't admitted it at first, she'll like get high or whatever, and later on and be like, "Oh, everyone, I was at Nader's," and like admit to being there.
Complete logic, and then be fully accepted back into the fold again, and here we go again. She can do no wrong by those people. I don't even understand it. I wish I had. Oh my God, no, I don't. Take it all back. Don't need those people in my back corner.
You want good people, Alan Dreamer.
Yes, good people.
And
Good people.
I do follow your logic with could she be somewhere else, but with the people that
The
are
money.
dogging her, I just don't. That somebody would find her. I don't care where she's at.
Yeah.
The Trump thing, the Trump system, or whatever he's got going on, and what is it, Rumble, whatever, all of that. Tumble, Rumble, Switch, Twitch, whatever. I think there's so many people dogging her that we would know if she had walked outside of her front door. So that's, again,
You got it. Hey y'all, wait, what's I gonna say? Cuba's almost 400 miles.
I'm gonna put together the whole Nader thing. Nader hasn't been on for days now, and now she's gone for like nearly 40 hours plus. So yeah, something's going on with both of them. I wonder really what it is.
She's
And
not taking any boat. Who's that? Who said that? Grandma Smurf. She ain't taking no boat. There's no ferry. She would have to fly international flight from Montreal or from Toronto into Miami International Airport, the cesspool that it is. And then from there, she could go down to the port of Miami and take a cruise ship over. So all of that, again, getting on cruise ship, she's going to need a proper PCR test. Then, and then to board. She'd have to probably stay overnight in Miami, then board at the port of Miami, and then leave out from there. And they would not be only going to Cuba. So if she were actually going on a cruise, it would have like a 5 or 7 day itinerary going to various ports in the Caribbean. So that part cannot even be true. If she's taken a boat from anywhere, it's, I don't know, across Lake Ontario into somewhere else. She ain't going nowhere.
Okay, I thought that Cuba was only 90 miles from parts of Florida. Is that Key West?
Okay. It doesn't, okay, I don't even know if they have cruises, first of all, that go. So yes, Cuba is very close. Cuba is the largest island in the Caribbean. And yes, Cuba is very close, but Cuba has extremely strict travel
Guideline?
itinerary. So you just can't, it would be a full cruise ship, and she has not, there would be, if she was going to Miami, she would have no reason to fly out of Montreal. Okay, you can go directly to Miami from Toronto very easily. All right, on any airline, Delta, United, Air Canada, WestJet, even Sunwing, wherever she wants to go. But it's, again, she's lying, because Sunwing would not be flying from Montreal into Miami. Sunwing does charters to the Caribbean, to other parts of the world, not to mainstream hubs. So she's not making any sense, because she hasn't traveled and she hasn't got her lies straight, right? Either that, or she didn't ask questions of her family that's taking her. She just is assuming things.
Island, thank you. That is some good information.
Yes, thank you
As
so much.
those of us living here in Texas, we just don't want her here. Sorry.
Well, to me, she's like, if she comes to Cuba, she's, not too far from me, and I'm not, she can stay. The other day I was driving and I looked in my rearview mirror. I was stuck in what we call traffic here on my little island. And I looked in my rearview mirror, and the face looking back at me, I literally had to take a picture of the rearview mirror, because it looked like Foodie Beauty. And I was like, what? And I'm like, you know what? I think I listen and I talk about Foodie Beauty a little bit too much. She's popping up in my life. But even from Texas, you guys, I believe there's cruise ships that go out of Port Arthur in different areas. You can take cruise ships out of Vancouver, Canada, to go over to Alaska. So there's different ports in different areas. So if she's mentioning Miami, you can either go out of the port of Miami, or you go out of one of the ports in Fort Lauderdale. She hasn't mentioned that either. So she didn't even bother, because she could have, if she cared about, she used to do really good at making up stories, but she can't even be bothered to put a little effort into flourishing her stories. She could throw like Carnival Cruise Line at us. She could throw Royal Caribbean Cruise Line at us. She could just throw out the names there and BS her way like she usually does. But I mean, zero effort, because she's gotten away with doing what I've heard people call non-tent. Like she's found a way. Even ALR puts in, even though she lies a lot too, but at least she puts in some effort. She keeps her home clean. She presents herself clean. When she wants to present herself messy, it's intentional. And, she has more style than Foodie. But I think they're still competing for queen of foolishness. But Chantel's just fully given into, well, let me just be a hot mess express and get paid for it. And so she's obviously, it will come back and bite her. But for now, I mean, she's acting like she's 17. She's not even acting like, she should be planning her future a little bit better. She's got nothing to fall back on, and I'm not even talking just financially. I'm talking, she's got no ambition to fall back on.
Or friends, or even family, to some extent. I mean, she's kind of alienated herself into this hole with Pete's, which, if that's what she wants to do, fine. But with her health problems, I just think she needs to have a wider group of support.
I honestly
Exactly.
think with her family, I feel like her family is the type of family where, like, oh, it's Christmas, it's your birthday, and like give her presents and stuff if the presents and stuff that she gets truly is from her family. But like you said, I don't think she really has that relationship. She might think she does, but I don't really think she has that relationship at all with her family like she did, before. So
They definitely just try to keep her happy, like throw little trinkets her way. And because I think whenever she does go around them, I mean, look at in my memory, the last time she went around her mom, she was filming, like, and then she was in her filming in the bathroom, filming the dog, filming this. So when she goes there, she's like showing off to say, look what I'm doing,
yeah,
look what I can do. And but at the same time, look how she treated the Christmas gift she got, where she just pulled him out the back of the car and all this stuff. And then like she probably harassed her own mother to give her grandma's blanket, and then she didn't
yeah,
even have the decency to take care of it.
hmm,
I'm pretty sure that conversation, because her mom probably knew, no, I'm going to keep it for you,
yeah,
until you're more settled and more stable at 35, but or whatever, however old she is. I mean, and no shame to that, because I'm 52, and I'm just coming in to realize myself that I really don't need to take crap from people who are disturbing my peace. So I mean, it does take a while to get to that point in your life, but I
yeah,
don't know when Chantal will ever get there, because she's been given a platform that allows her um to think that she could have this for the rest of her life. There's no way. Imagine being 50, imagine being, well, people always say, oh, Chantal looks 50. I'm 52. Chantal don't look nothing like me. So, age is, maturity. People can be mature at 17 years old. People can be responsible at 17, 18 years old. You have 12-year-olds that have little jobs, and they're responsible. So it's
yeah,
age and maturity are not necessarily don't have to coexist.
yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
KJ.
I honestly, I think there are literal teenagers, 17, 18, who are more mature, a lot more mature than Chantal, like realistically, because and she thinks it's okay that, oh, it's okay. People will still give me money, I'll still have YouTube. But one day, what if they decide, hey, everybody, what if all of them kick her off their platforms? And then what is she going to do? Think that she can go crying back to mom or uncle or whoever and they're going to take her in? I don't
I
know.
mean, right now, if she gets what she wants and reaction channels stop talking about her, she thinks she's going to be as popular as she is? No,
Yeah.
there's no way. The reaction channels help to keep the buzz going about her. Otherwise, she's boring,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. What's your kitty's name?
Zoe Beth.
Oh, how cute.
I have Zoe Beth and I have Anthony Bourdain, but he will not let Tony. He will get him, I promise you.
You are a true Southern mama with
Oh,
the double names.
Oh, absolutely. Because if somebody's getting in trouble, you got to have two names. You can't just call out one.
So you said it's Zoe Beth?
Zoe Beth is my little girl. I've had her since she
Oh,
was 5 days old. My
aw.
mom
oh,
fed her and everything. And then Anthony Tony is almost 4, and he was a birthday present, and got him
oh,
at the shelter. So they're both. One was left at my doorstep, Zoe Beth, and Tony was a rescue from the local shelter.
Okay.
oh. Yeah,
Mhm.
I have three. They're all siblings. Their mom was she was like a stray cat out here. And
Right.
at 1 month old, they were 1 month old. Her milk dried up, and she got to the point where she kind of lost interest, and she left him on the manager's doorstep.
Mhm.
So he brought him to me, and I bottle fed him and stuff from 1 month old. And so yeah, I ended up keeping all three of them. We were gonna keep one, and then we're like, well, they need a sibling, and then we ended up keeping all three.
Yeah. No,
So
I couldn't have gotten rid of any of them either.
yeah,
All right, everyone, if you don't know One Spicy Disaster, a person that is frequent to my channels had an issue. Her house burnt down last week. So if you'd like to help out in any way, I'll put her PayPal in the link, in the channel, I should say, right now. So if you'd like to do that, if you'd like to know more, she does have a channel. If one of the mods could put the channel link of One Spicy Disaster and everything, that would be great.
Well, congratulations. If what does it say? It ain't that on being a fur baby grandma to 5 kittens. That's exciting.
Indeed, it is. Congrats, it ain't that on the 5 kittens. That's wonderful news. That's really cute. Hi there, Sandra D.
Baby kitties are so cute.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
Monty, you put the flight layout, the seat layout.
Hmm. She's out
Where
on the
would
wing.
she be sitting, and how small are the seats?
The actual layout, that's Jericho D's thumbnail. It's
Oh, okay.
brilliant. So maybe we'll ask Jericho D what's this layout is
All
about.
right. So let
Okay.
me let me
I thought
let
it
me
was
tell
like a
you.
legit layout for the
Mm-mm.
thing. So
Let me tell you from my experience traveling internationally. I hate to ask for the wing seat. They ask you to sit over the wing area close to the exit signs, the side exit doors. If you sit there, they're going to ask you, are you willing to aid and assist if we have to evacuate the plane? Some people say yes because that area on majority of commercial flights has a large area of legroom because it has to have enough for people to escape to get through the doors, right? So that would be a smart area for her, but we know she ain't aiding and assisting nobody. So that answer is going to be no. So also what they call at the front there behind I forget what it's called, like the area that would separate, say, first class, that area tends to have a little more leg room because the tray tables are inserted into the side of the seats. So you have all of that. So when I used to travel with my children, when one was in a carrier, they used to have the front of that there where you could clip in like a little almost like a little hanging bassinet to put the baby in, but that's like back in the 90s. I don't know. Now they just sort of don't have a lot of those areas. Or that's a good area if you have kids because they can actually sort of stand up in that area if they're restless. And then one of my other guilty pleasures is watching people that have had BBL surgery, and whenever they travel, they're not supposed to sit on their buttocks because they're crazy and they go fly all over the place to have things injected, and they sit in those seats so they can sort of kneel if they have to whenever they're allowed to not have to sit in the seat. So I personally think I don't think Sunwing has a first class. I think somebody was discussing that yesterday as well. I don't think a lot of those, because they're just trying to maximize space. If she didn't get 2 seats, she's just not going to be comfortable. She's just not going to be comfortable. So, but she ain't on no plane. It's okay. Mm-mm.
All right, thank you for the insight, Alan Dreamer. Appreciate it as always. Loving you on these panels, especially when you
Yeah.
talked about Cayo Coco and everything else, and you talking about the planes. And yeah, there's just so much to this. Now she's disappeared. Is she gonna come on tonight? I have no idea. Is she gonna come on tomorrow? Maybe. Her birthday is indeed tomorrow. So is she planning something special? Maybe. I have no idea.
Well, you guys, I'm going to be heading to Miami on next week. I think it's Sunday. I believe it's Sunday. So maybe I'll run into her. But yeah,
we
I
want a
doubt it.
selfie. We want a selfie, Alan Dreamer. We want
Listen,
somebody.
well, you know what? Yeah, y'all might have to follow me on some other things because I do post quite a lot, but I don't think I'm ready for my lives to merge. Um, but yeah, I live in the Caribbean. I live in the Caribbean, and I have a lot of family in Canada and in Florida. So since we were finally able to travel, I'm not missing any opportunity to go see my family because I can't do this 2-year absence foolishness at all. It's not good. So I encourage everyone, always travel. It's the only way to learn and get good understanding that your little spot of the world is just not all the world. So it's a good experience to have to look at the size of the United States. I would love one day to drive across the United States in an RV. Look at the size of Canada to go from coast to coast. So you don't have to cross international borders to do those things, because every state, every province, different parishes around the world are a lot of them are multicultural, so you can actually go with an open mind and experience so much. And there's no excuse for like Foodie Beauty's level of ignorance. There's no excuse at all.
Absolutely.
Anyone that's living an ignorant life is because they choose to. And when you have panels like this, people can ask questions, you find out information, you limit what you believe from Google, because you can't just take the word of the first thing that pops up. You have to do a little bit more Google searching, and then you talk to people and be open-minded. Foodie Beauty is very close-minded, and when people try to even give her sound advice, she doesn't take it. You know, she just wants to be.
Yep. I
I
have
hate that
traveled.
word.
I've traveled 38 of the 50 states.
Wow.
I have flown. I don't like to fly, so a lot of it has been on the road. I've driven to Maine 4 different times from Texas.
Beautiful.
And I've gone over into Canada from the Thousand Islands. So what is that, into Ontario?
Into
Monty?
Ontario, yep, right into that would have taken you into, oh my God, they have windmills out there. What is that area called again? They also have buffalo, where they raise buffalo out there, and bison.
Yep.
You can take a
But
ferry across. Beautiful.
yeah, travel
Mhm.
is, again, I agree with you, 100% island dreamer. Even if it's just in your own country, just go do it. And because everybody's different, at least in the United States, everybody's different everywhere. Trust me. So, yeah.
I
Yeah, and you,
listening to you guys and all the like travel things. It gets me like so jealous because I've only been to Nevada, which is right outside of California. So hearing all about
that's
all the
okay.
travel and everything,
But
it
you have other
just
states around you, and whenever like everything happens in due time. And
yeah.
right now
Well,
you're meeting people from all over the world, so it can almost be like you're traveling, you're learning from
yeah.
people all over the world. So when you're ready to hit the Caribbean, let me know.
Yeah, my husband and I are definitely thinking about it. So, cuz we were taking care of my dad and now, we're not, and so we have, time to be able to do that. So, we've definitely been thinking about at least going somewhere because it would be nice to get out of California.
You have so many options there. You're so close to so many places, just other
Yeah.
states. So, just everything happens in the right time, and it'll happen for you. Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
definitely.
I've
Yeah.
I've had no choice, because growing up on an island, like you're limited. So I had to leave to go away to school, um, and various opportunities. So like
Yeah.
that's what it is here. If I were living in the States, there's sometimes no reason to leave the continental United States. You have everything there,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, definitely.
and you also have Hawaii, you have Puerto Rico. You could travel internationally. You have the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
international, but still technically in the state or territory. So
Well,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
being in Texas, I've been to Mexico, of course, a couple of
there you
3
go.
times. Is you just, if you're close to the border, you just go over. You used to. I don't know that I would right now. This was in my younger days, and
Mm-hmm.
we would go over. In fact, one of the times my mother got so drunk at one of the restaurants, it was hysterical. She was drinking margaritas like water, and by the time because it was hot as hell, it was summer, and by the time we left, we literally were getting mother out from under the table. It was hysterical, but yeah, I mean, the things you remember.
Good memories though.
Oh, absolutely good memories. And Monty, the time Mother drove in Canada, and it was when everything was 55 miles per hour, so it was 110 kilometers. Is that correct? Close to it. And they stopped to get gas. And my stepfather switched the van over to miles per hour because he was calculating the gas price, miles per hour. He did not switch it back. Mother got in the car. She was just trying to make miles. She wanted to get it up to 110 and put on the cruise. The cruise wouldn't take because it was over 90 miles per hour. And my father-in-law looked up, and poles were just going by like boom, 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 and that's when they discovered that Mother was trying to drive 110 miles per hour in Canada.
Yikes.
Now you've got some stories to tell.
Oh, I could tell you
That's
stories
hilarious.
from now on. Yes, about our travels. In fact, I need to write a book. But yes, I've got
You
travel stories.
need your own channel.
Yeah,
Travels
got
Travels with Mother.
Oh, good God! And most of them are yes, But yes,
Those are funny. That's funny. Well, if you travel here to where I live, we drive on the opposite side of the road, so that creates its own dangerous hilarity. When I'm driving, we drive on the left. So, and they happily allow people to step off the plane and rent a car right away. So we have to share the road with the tourist, and I have had many a tourist driving straight towards me. So I just have to politely just pull over.
Right. And that's a
But
problem in Jamaica as well, where I've
yeah,
seen many accidents in downtown areas because people get
yeah,
comfortable, and then you do your default thing that you do back in your home country, which is drive on the opposite side of the road.
yep,
Then they get into accidents.
yep.
Yeah, so it's happening everywhere, I guess.
Everywhere. Except for us, literally the majority of our roads are just 2 lanes. So you're either going or coming. So that's when it creates a little bit of I always say like they should have people have to watch safety videos or something. If you're coming from Europe, that's fine because I believe most of the European countries, if not all, drive on the left. But if you're coming from the States or Canada, Monty, was there ever a time in Canada when they were driving on the left because they're part of the Commonwealth?
It makes sense that there was, but I'm gonna actually look into it. Never been asked that before, but that's pretty
'Cause
interesting.
that would be funny. Imagine you're driving across the border, and the minute you cross the border, you have to be on the other side of the. It would not be
Right?
funny.
I know,
But
right?
yeah. Imagine Foodie Beauty doing that. What the hell? Who told them to switch the sides of the road? How inconsiderate of them. Mm.
hey, when I go up to the Northeast here in the U.S. and they have the roundabouts like they do over in England, Lord, I just stick my head out and I say I'm from Texas and I don't have a clue what I'm doing here, so everybody just let me do it and get out of the way.
Let me
They
tell
don't
you,
have
like we
roundabouts
have.
at all.
What?
They don't have roundabouts at all in Texas.
We have 2 in the Houston area, and nobody tries to go around them because nobody
Yeah,
knows what to do.
yeah. You see,
Okay.
like for England has like some major ones, and then because where I live is a British overseas territory, we've adopted some of those. But some of the ones I noticed they're putting in parts of Miami are not roundabouts with they're flat roundabouts. So if there was a problem, you could literally drive straight through it because it's just like a little raised area. Or they
Yeah.
do it and it does. I think they do it because it raises the value of some of the communities because it looks really neat.
They think
And
it
but
looks
the ones,
fancy. Yeah.
yeah, but the ones they've made here are what I call the merry-go-rounds because there's literally a raised area in it where they've put a stone wall, and they have actual 20-foot trees growing up the middle of them, you
Okay.
know?
Yeah.
So it's like, I call those merry-go-rounds because you're literally driving around this whole thing. Um, and I could count on, I think for me, from where I live, and the island's very small, I pass about 10. I have to go around 10 roundabouts. So if I ever, sometimes for fun, I will do a Google directions just to hear them, just to hear the poor Google person or whatever they're called saying over and over, take the left exit, take the right exit at the roundabout, do this. I mean, it's ridiculous. So you're not missing
Yeah.
anything. And you said you're in Nevada?
I'm
No,
in
you've been to Nevada.
California.
In California. So you're not
Yeah.
missing anything. Mm-mm.
Yeah, we have like more of like kind of what you're saying, like the flat
Mhm.
roundabouts. But where I'm at, like I think that they think it looks like fancy or something, and they're doing a lot of, like you said, kind of like the flat ones. But like for my car, because it's not flat, but it does have like a little bit of like a raised with like shrubs, I guess you could say, in there. So like for my car, because it's low to the ground, I would like probably scrape everything up and like crash the car. But yeah, they're more of, like you said, more of like a flat, I guess you could say, with like shrubs and like flowers and stuff right
Yeah,
there.
because we have some that are like literal 3-lane roundabouts, so it becomes very confusing. I think sometimes I see movies in Europe where there's like 6 lanes around and it looks hilarious
Yeah.
in those
Right.
movies. But
Yeah.
Right,
when
Alan
you're
Jr.
on it, it's crazy, you know. And
Yeah.
then people freak out because they think they're missing their exit, and I'm like, well, the point of it is you can just go around again, you know. So they'll try to cross all 3 lanes to get over instead of just like taking the time to go around one more time. But
Yeah.
So true. People do freak out and stop in the middle, which is so dangerous. I've seen people do all sorts of stuff in the roundabouts that I'm like, all you got to do is go around again. Like, why are you freaking out? Well, people do that all the time. They don't know what to do, especially with the double and triple lanes, like you just said. I've seen it so many times.
yeah, Monty, did you see the one? Have you been down to Niagara on the Lake? They've put a couple in there on the
Um,
way to like Wayne Gretzky's the winery.
okay, I've not
Yeah.
been to Niagara on the Lake in a long time because it reminds me of like really fancy smancy, like uh like where people go from store to store and just pick up stuff.
No, well, what Island Dreamer does when she's there is she does go from store to store and pick up nothing, but because it's cute. But I'll go to the ice cream parlor and always get ice cream. And then my daughter used to work down there. They have like those places where you can take those vintage photographs, you know,
Oh,
vintage looking things. So I mean, a
mhm.
lot of people just cross the border just to walk around down there because it's expensive.
It
But
is.
So Wayne
yeah.
Gretzky has a winery.
Well, you know, everybody does. So he has it's a winery. I guess it's just Gretzky. I'm not sure what. No, it's not called Gretzky. It's whatever his last one of his jersey numbers. One of his, I can't remember which
99.
one. Yeah,
9.
99.
Yeah.
And it also has a small rink in it. So I went in the winter and I don't know if they always have the rink because obviously it's a man-made rink, but it's outdoors.
Mhm.
So that was pretty nice. It's small, you know, it's not huge. And then they have a restaurant and then the winery. We weren't there in time to do the tours, plus it was winter, but you could do the tour of the actual distillery
Wine.
area, I guess. And then that area is beautiful. So if anyone ever drives across the Ontario border, not from Windsor side, I guess, more from New York and Buffalo, no, more from Buffalo side, and you go
Mhm.
into Niagara on the Lake, they have lots of bed and breakfast places, or you could
Mhm.
just drive through there, but stay like in St. Catharines, where it's a little less expensive, and do Niagara Falls because you know the Canadian side of the falls is the prettier side. Sorry, Americans, but you know, so no, but it is because a lot of Americans, I guess, because of the vantage point of it, you
No,
know.
my husband's been up there, and the Toronto side was to him much more beautiful
Yeah,
than the
yeah,
It
than
is. It
yeah,
the,
is.
yeah,
the yeah.
yeah.
I'm
So
more
like
thanks
Because
to
Niagara
you.
Falls, yeah, Niagara Falls is like the name of the city as well.
right.
And so Buffalo itself, we like when I went to university in that area, and we used to drive across to Buffalo to shop or to go to the clubs and things like that. So um it's a nice area. I would love to go to like Nova Scotia, to the other provinces, and
Oh yeah.
um, yeah. And I've been to Texas. I think my mom, I don't know if I was a bad child, but my mom was always sending me to visit her friends. And so, but that was I went, where do they have majority of the oil rigs? Is that a particular
That would
area?
Houston. That would be the
More
Houston area,
Houston?
Pasadena,
Yeah,
that whole area. Yeah,
yeah.
we're here. You used to the Baytown refinery. Exxon was the largest refinery, but I think Port Arthur is now larger. But we have the largest refinery here
Oh,
in
wow.
town, or the second largest, I guess, if Port Arthur's bigger. And what's so sad is, I guarantee you, our gasoline does not have to travel anywhere, and we're paying the same rates as all the rest of y'all. And I
Yep.
could just, go down and tap the tank, basically. But
Monty,
yeah,
someone just had a comment that I missed. We were talking about for us to check out some type of
The
page that
diamond
showed, yeah,
intersection.
the word was diamond on it? Diamond
Yeah,
intersection? Okay.
yeah.
Have to
It's
check
called
that
the
out.
diamond interchange. It's actually very complicated.
Where is that?
People will freak out if they get into this, if they're not used to that sort of stuff. But you just gotta follow you gotta follow the
All the
lights
instructions.
and the
Yeah.
lines.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I
Is
can
that
put it up. I can put it up on the screen if people want to look at it. But
I don't
yeah,
want to I don't want to I don't want to give my road association around here any ideas.
yeah, if you think a roundabout is hard, then I guess the diamond one is something for you to.
It's a complicated
Yeah,
situation.
yeah, it's a lot more complicated.
What in the
The
world?
heck is
So
that?
this is it.
That
Yeah.
literally looks like a uterus. What?
Yeah, that's what they look like. So you better be careful of what you're doing on a
So those are
diamond
lights on each side
interchange.
right there?
Yeah, there's lights in the middle here and here.
Yeah.
Or like with here, there's the lights here, then there's the lights
Mhm.
here. So so you are looping on either side. It's supposed to slow you down. That's why they're making you loop at first glance. That's the only reason they'll make you loop like that, to slow you down. Plus with the traffic lights, so that people aren't getting bottlenecked in between the two lights here.
Okay. All right. Okay, Monty, are these uh okay, this is a diagram. Are these really exist? Is
Yes.
that one a real so is this are those overpasses, or that's all a flat area?
It
This
looks
would
like it.
all of this would be part of the diamond intersection here. This is like a bird's
Is
eye
there an
view
overpass
somewhere.
though?
This will be overpassed because underneath is a highway. So
So
like right
which
here,
states do they have
this is a
those in?
diamond.
That
Okay, I
looks like
see. Yeah.
I've seen that in Florida. Florida definitely has that hot mess.
Yeah, so that's a diamond intersection where they're looping you on either
Oh, so
side.
you're not necessarily, if you just stay, like you say, stay in your lane and know where you're exiting and going, you don't have
Yeah,
to be in the complication. It just looks
yeah,
a little more
yeah. It
daunting,
just looks really bad. But if you
very
just
ominous. What?
follow the road markings, you're gonna be good. Don't freak
Where's
out.
that one, Monty? Where's that one?
I have no idea. It
The
doesn't
one that you
state.
have on the live picture there, the more
It
realistic. Yeah, that one.
it doesn't state, but it says
I don't.
Canada's first divergent diamond interchange at Sun Valley Boulevard, and where this is in Calgary. They have a diamond in Calgary.
What?
Yeah, yeah. There's one in Calgary now. But yeah, that's
I
what it
want to
looks like.
know who they paid to come up with that. I got an
Right?
idea, guys.
Look at this loop. It loops
Let's make
you
a
because they
pretzel.
want you to slow down.
They were eating a pretzel when they thought of that. Yeah,
So
that's what a ball of rubber bands looks like when you try to unravel it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
so the shape itself, this probably sounds like stupid, but the shape itself is like considered like the diamond interchange, right? No matter where it's
Yeah.
at.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So this
That's
is pretty
crazy.
much what it is.
Yeah.
Where it loops you on either side, which I think is already dangerous, but I think they're trying to slow people down, I guess. That's the
But
only
each of
reason for
those
the
are like
looping.
one-way lanes, so they're separated by
Yeah,
a lot of space. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
So you're saying, Monty, that if I were there and I was in my car with the Texas plates and I stuck my head out and said, "I'm from Texas, just let me go," you
They're
don't
gonna
think
say, "Go
I'm gonna
back
go?
home."
That's not going to fly. Is that not going to fly, Monty?
Yeah, it's not gonna fly. Just like
Listen
how
to
it
me.
doesn't fly downtown Toronto, where we have a lane in the middle. What street is it where the lane changes depending on morning, evening, or
Depending on the
nighttime?
time of day. Yep, they do that
Yes,
in my city too.
that
Where the
has
one
Yeah,
of
we
yeah, this
have those
one guy.
in Houston. Absolutely, we have those in Houston like the Midtown area going into downtown and out of downtown morning and evening for work.
Hmm.
And you've got to watch the lights. You got to know which
Yeah, you have
direction
to.
you're
Yeah,
going. I
they
mean,
have that in
absolutely. No,
Montreal as
I
well.
understand that concept.
But I'm
Hmm.
pretty sure that they have that diamond thing in Texas. Maybe in what's like a major area. Houston's major. Dallas
Houston's
is
major,
major.
but I have never seen anything like that.
But
Uh,
probably because you've been on it but hadn't seen it from the sky.
okay, maybe
That's a
so.
good
Yeah,
And
point.
I
you
just
Yeah.
know
you
what to
just
do.
drove. Yeah.
As long as I
Yeah.
Yeah.
know what to do, I'm good, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that
like one
sounds
of
pretty
those
good.
things, like you said, where like I've probably been on one, like in
Yeah.
California. I go to San Francisco and everything all the time, but just never like thought about it because it's
Yeah.
just something you do.
You're just driving, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you thought about it, you wouldn't go on it. You'd be trying to find
Yeah.
the avoid highway route.
Yeah.
So
All right, well, I guess we're gonna wrap this all up. We've been here for over an hour. We're gonna still wait on Foodie Beauty. I will be doing, I guess, part two of the DLF maybe in about an hour or so, just to get that out of the way. And then, yeah, we'll do another Monty After Dark. I guess we'll do clockwise again as per my screen. So, Ray, you're first with any closing thoughts?
Um, just that, I feel like there's different possibilities of where Chantal can be. My guess is still Natters. That's just where it goes to because she's been gone. But yeah, it was great to be in the panel with everyone. Um, I always love to. It was great meeting you, Hippista, and I always love being in the. Well, always. I was only once, but I love being in the panel with Island Dreamer. You know,
always.
your comments are so informative. I just love it. So yeah, that's it.
Hey,
You're
Pista, you're next.
Okay. I'm still not sure if I'm 100% that she's at Natters. It's just been way, 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 way too long. I hope to God nothing bad has happened, but that's where my thoughts are. And Monty, you run a wonderful channel, absolutely wonderful. And Ray, I am so glad I got to meet you and Island Dreamer. Y'all are just everybody in this chat, in Monty's chat, is just so knowledgeable. And it's a lovely time. So anyway, y'all have a great rest of the weekend.
say
See you
y'all again.
next week. Bye.
Bye,
Say
hey,
y'all again.
Pista.
Say y'all again.
Y'all.
Y'all, I love it.
Hey,
I say,
next
I
time I'm
say,
on next time I'm on, I'll have to wear my Hey Y'all shirt. Okay. And
thank
y'all
you.
see that.
Because I always say y'all, and people are like, "Are you from Texas?" Yeah, I'm from Texas. All my exes live in Texas.
Well, what
I love
no,
that.
I have to say this. One time we were in Panama City, Florida. My aunt lives there. My crazy aunt. That's a whole different story. But we were at a grocery store, and mother and she and I were all talking, and we said we're fixing to go do something, and somebody turned around and said, "Well, y'all must be from Texas." And we said, "Yeah, fixing. We're about to go do this, but we're fixing to go do it." So there you go.
Well, I got to tell you, my roots to Texas are do exist because the island I'm from has a huge connection to Port Arthur in particular because the majority of the men uh, that grew up as young people that grew up when they were young here, back in the 50s and 60s, ended up working off of ships that left off of Port Arthur. So our history is a maritime history, and the sailors were very popular for their seafaring skills, and they flew to New York to leave from the ports there, and they flew to Port Arthur, Texas in particular. So I can say y'all and mean it. But
There
in
you
the but in
I'm
the
I'm
meantime,
about I'm probably about 60 miles from Port Arthur. So
okay,
yeah.
and I haven't been to Port Arthur. I just, I, every time I hear about my history, I learn a little bit more, because you never really know a lot about, uh, in most schools, depending on where you are in the world, you learn a lot about other countries' history. So it's always interesting to research and
But
learn more about your own.
but you do know that that's where Janis Joplin's from, right?
Did not know that, but now I know why I'm also a rock star. Thank
There
you.
you go, Janis Joplin, homegrown.
So there you go. So I want to say to everyone in the chat and on the panel, it's been a blast. To bounce off of what Ms. Texas was saying regarding the community here, you get on YouTube in particular and in life, you are the company you keep. And Monty has always been respectful, and has people have flocked to him because of that, because of him being knowledgeable and respectful. So he that Foodie Beauty often wonders why people are beezing. It's because that's what she invites. That's what she invites. So she can't all of a sudden expect people to be respectful when she does not. That's not the image she portrays. So if she's not reflecting it, she's not going to get it back. So Monty and panel, thank you for your intellect, your interesting conversation. And I look forward to talking with everyone again. And happy Mother's Day to all those across the pond.
Yeah.
Yes, happy Mother's Day to those in the UK. Appreciate it. Once again, you can win this prize. All you have to do is leave a comment after this live stream turns into a video, and somebody random will be selected. This is the prize that will be given, shipped free of cost to anybody in the world. So
Monty, you have some stock in Coach or something?
no, but I do try to get things at a competitive price, and I will give back to the community as much as I can. Also, on my third channel, if you don't know, I'm giving away a two prizes there as well. Two contests are running. So if you don't know, my third channel is called Monty After Dark. There's different content on that channel, so check that out as well. I'll put the link in the chat. And remember, one spicy disaster, her house burnt down last week. So I've been posting in the chat a link to her PayPal. So if you want to help out, then go ahead. That would be great. Thank you so much, everybody. Ray, Hippieista, Island Dreamer, thank you for being on panel. And anybody can come on panel anytime. That is why I do these things. So take care, everybody. I'll see some people for DLF. I know it's not for everybody, but if it's for you, I'll see you in an hour.
All
Bye
right,
bye.
peace out.